Good morning everyone. My name is Arslan and you are watching Proper Tech Tutorial. So welcome back to the series of learning Siemens NX from beginner to pro, and today we'll be starting the part 34 of part 38. That is correct, and we'll be starting that is the advanced assembly constraint part 1, and then it will be the advanced assembly constraint part 2, and two more topics, and then the exploded view, and the series will be complete. So let us come to the part of the part 34, and you see that there are three constraints that are to be discussed in this lecture: hinge, cylinder, and cylindrical. So without any further delay, let's start. So what is a hinge actually? Hinge allows the motion of two different components relative to each other, just like that of a door or that of a panel or that of a window, but those only rotating types, not that of sliding type, not that one, rotating type, the regular conventional type. So what we have to do is that we just have to click on the assembly constraint button over here, and you have to open the joint or coupler section if it is hidden. Click on the hinge and you have to specify the vector and point on the two respective components. Specify the point, and the point will be over here. Specify the vector. Vector will be this. The vector of both the components should be in the same direction. The point will be this, and you will create a joint. You will just create it and it will be created, and you see that you can click on apply and you can move it, and you will have the same motion as that of the door. And you can use further constraints, additional constraints, to restrict or to make the motion or to make the face orientation as you see fit. Okay, you can use perpendicular, you can use align, you can use parallel, you can use touch, etc. Now coming to the next constraint, that is the slider. So slider constraint, you should not get confused. Slider constraint, cylindrical constraint, and the infer and center axis constraint, the align constraint, align lock constraint, give you the same result whatsoever. Only the thing is that the components with which it can be used with much ease are the thing of difference, but you can use them nevertheless. Okay, so now let us start. For example, I have to the infer align or the infer center axis can be used only with cylindrical parts, but not with the sharp edged parts like cuboid or square, etc., pentagon. So things like that can be used with the help of the slider mechanism. So now what I will do is that before proceeding forward, I'll just have to check my degrees of freedom, and it is only in this direction. It is not moving in any linear or in any other rotational direction which I do not want. Now coming to the point of vector, for the slider part, I have made this part beforehand just to save time, and I'll do what? I'll select the vector and the points. So first of all, I'll select the vector on the slider, and the point will be over here. The vector on the guide, and the point will be over here, and I'll create a joint. After that, you can just move your object, or you can just check the degrees of freedom, and you will see that what is the relative motion. It is only in the direction of the x-axis. That is, it is having the same motion as that of the slider. I'll do it for another object, and that will be, let us say I will do it on this rather than going for the cylindrical one, because I have something to show you. So cylindrical पे नहीं जाएंगे, पहले इसको select करेंगे. I'll just orient it in the fashion that is okay. Now specify the vector. I'll specify the vector. I'll specify the point. I will specify the vector again. I will specify the point, and I'll create a joint. One thing that you should note is that if you have selected the vector over here, sometimes it is possible that the points are not you are not able to select the points over here. And or what you can see is that if you have selected, but because there is a sketch over here, so you can select that. But in case the sketch is not there, it will be difficult to select that particular point on the edge. So what you do, you just select the vector at one end and the point on another end. That will be much better. It will sort out that glitch part of selecting the point, and I'll create a joint, and you will see that it has the same motion as that of the previous one, that is only linear. Now I'll come to the part of piston, and I will show you what does a piston do. Okay, so cylindrical constraint is our third topic. So cylindrical constraint, I'll click over here, I will click the vector. So in order to select the vector, either you can select the edge or the circular edge or the arc, or you can directly select the curve, that is the cylinder. After that, you have to specify the point. You can just click over here, snap points to arc center, and just click on the arc, and it will select the center, and then specify the vector again. And I've specified the vector, the direction should be same, it should not be reversed, it should only be in the same direction. To specify the vector, the point, I will click on the arc, and it will infer the center of the arc, and I will create a joint. I'll apply it, move the component, and you can see that it is able to move only in this direction. Okay, so that is one thing that we have learned, and this sums up our lecture for today, that is the hinge, slider, and hinge, cylindrical, and slider. So I hope you have understood that. If not, comment in the comment section. I'll post another video to make you understand, and if in case there are something which need to be understood much more clearly, just let us know. So I hope that everything is understood to most of the people. And while selecting the vector, try to select the vector on the other end and point on the other. While selecting the point, make sure that the snap options are accurately clicked and unnecessary options are not selected. That will allow you to make less errors. And in the next video, we'll be dealing with the part of the ball joint and the cable pulley constraint. So if you like our videos, do subscribe and like our and press the like button. And in case you have any suggestions, comment in the comment section, and you can share it with your friends in case you find that useful. So till the next time we meet, I bid you farewell. Goodbye.